There's somebody watching this video right now, and I know you are with somebody who is treating you like they don't give a you know what about you. And you're giving them your all, you're giving them the best treatment anybody could ever treat anybody. You're at their beck and call. You're doing everything you can to show them that they're amazing and that you're amazing because all the things that you do for them, you jump at their every whim. Anything they want, you provide it. Like you're attentive. If they call, you answer. They text, you answer right away. You cook for them. You take them places. You pay for expensive outings. Some of you even are buying your man everything, the latest shoes, the latest jewelry, anything that he can think of, you're buying it for him because you don't want to give him any reason to reject you or to say no to you. And you want to be better than any other woman that he's ever met. And then vice versa. The same can go for men who are dating someone who are really heavily into a relationship with a woman who has an avoidant attachment style. So you're giving this person your all. Like I can see you. Like you're doing everything to make this person feel like $1,000,000. And this is your strategy. And it's not only your strategy, it's how you feel. Like you feel really strongly for this person, but a couple of things are happening. Number one, you really don't know how strongly you feel for this person because they're so busy rejecting you that you don't want to feel rejected. And so you're hanging on to this person that a year from now, if you guys are broken up, you might say, why was I with that person? He's not even my type, or she's not even what I normally go for. I really wasn't feeling them like that. So why was I so into them? So as long as you are pursuing, you're giving your all, you're doing everything for a person who's really not giving it back. They're pulled back a lot. They're distant, they're cold, they're icy. They can be rude, they can be sometimey, okay, now we're close, but now I want to be away from you. So you don't really know how you truly feel about this person. You just know that it hurts to feel rejected. And you may argue with me and say, yes, I do. I love them. I feel for them. They mean the world to me. I know it. I'm in love with them. And my challenge is you don't really know. You don't really know because they're so disconnected from you. And that is not what you want on a conscious level. Subconsciously, you may be attracting that because of maybe how you were treated in your childhood or how you were treated by the last person that you mated and dated with. But you don't really know if you are as in love with this person as you think you are because of the rejection. And then here's the other part. You are feeding this person's ego to the point where you're making them feel like kings and queens, and you're making them feel a lot more special and a lot more amazing than they actually may be. So that's the second part. Like you are feeding an unappreciative ego, but an ego that feels like they are like way above, way more interesting, way more fun, way more engaging, way more unique and special and amazing because you are putting them on a pedestal that they have not earned. So they think there's something really dynamic about themselves when you're really feeding them a lie. They are not the best at relationships. They're not giving their all. They're not working through that piece of themselves that wants to be distant so that they could be in a relationship, a great relationship with somebody. And personally, I feel like if an avoidant is not going to work through those issues, then leave everybody alone. Don't date, don't get married, don't engage, because this is an issue. This is a problem. So it's like you kind of want both things. Like you want this person at your, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's unfair though. That's not a romantic relationship. Get a puppy, get a cat, but a human being, leave the human beings alone until you work through that, because that's not a relationship. A relationship is closeness, it's bonding, it's partnering, it's meeting the other person's needs and wants, and feeling for them and caring for them and wanting to make them feel good about themselves. And that doesn't mean that you don't ever get to have any space, but you got to connect a lot more than what you're willing to. And then the third thing is you're feeding their ego so much, you're inflating it so much that they don't know how they really feel about you. They have no idea how wonderful you are, how amazing you are, how incredible, how attractive. They don't know because you are all over them. You're not giving them any space to feel anything but overwhelmed. You are pouring a cup. You're pouring into a cup that is overflowing. And all that's coming out is aggravation, overwhelm. I'm probably, what is the word? They're feeling overwhelmed is the better way to say it. That's what you're feeding them. Like you're giving them way more than they can handle. So they don't feel anything but aggravated and frustrated. It isn't until you've had enough or they've had enough and one of you decides, I'm done. I'm leaving the relationship. I don't want any more of this. And in the beginning, they may feel some relief when they don't have to be with you anymore. I know that sounds so mean. They might feel relief because they need a break, because they can't handle the overstimulation, because that's what they feel. But once you break up with them and you say, I'm done, I'm out of here. Like I'm not doing this anymore. I'm on to somebody else. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to figure out what I like, what I don't like, and I'm going to find somebody or wait for someone who appreciates me for me and all the things that I'm pouring into this one-sided relationship. Then they start to understand who you are. When you say, enough is enough, I'm backing out, I'm going to give you the space that you want, then this person starts to miss you like crazy. Like, whoa, he or she was a really good person. Wow, they did a lot for me. They were a lot of fun. They had so much personality. Like, I'm really, really missing this person. I need them. I see their value. Like, this is the kind of person that I want in my life. And I need to treat them better. So you almost have to take a risk. And the risk could be that they never come back. They never want to be with you again. That's a risk that you're taking. But it may be worth that risk to let them know that, yes, I'm treating you well, because that's what you do in a relationship. You treat each other well, you partner, you meet each other's needs, you treat each other like you're special, you enjoy the bonding and getting to know each other. But they need to see that they need the space where you're not feeding their ego to see if they can miss you. to see what you are really about, what you're really like. I think that's and to also change some of their own ways. I think the way that you have to do it, I mean, of course, there are other people who would say do something different, but I think you're not getting the relationship that you want. This is not what you're asking for on a conscious level. So, yeah, I think if you can find the strength to say, you know what, I'm done, I'm out, do whatever you want. It's just not going to be with me. Like, I'm not going to keep giving this type of energy to somebody who doesn't appreciate it, who doesn't thank me for it. And it's interesting because I've worked with some avoidant people. I don't think I've ever just really dated an avoidant. Probably I've dated disorganized attachment styles, but not a purely avoidant. But I've worked in places where there were a lot of avoidance. And anybody new that would come into that environment would be really upset. They would feel worthless. They would feel unappreciated. They would feel like they weren't part of this clique because the avoidants were in a clique together. Like they understood each other. They understood each other's coldness. They understood the closed doors. Don't bother me. Give me space. Give me too much space. Like they were all in cahoots with each other. They thought each other were amazing. But anytime anybody new would come into that environment, they felt like it was very toxic and just horrible. And it almost gave like a feeling of narcissism. Like these people were chilly without even saying a word. It was the most interesting dynamic. And it felt like ice to me. Like I was like, wow, I've never met so many icy people. That's what it felt like. But when they needed something, they had no problem asking for it. And what was amazing to me also is there were avoidants, like even avoidant females who were dating men and the men weren't proposing to them. And these are avoidants who you could see their pattern, at least at work, where they were very distant, very icy, very cold. People would team up with them and say, "You like, I need a little bit more help," and they were like, "I've given you a ton of help. What else do you need?" When they really hadn't. It was like, "Get away from me, stay away. I don't want you to try to bond with me. I'm not interested." So it was amazing to me that these people had a longing for a special relationship. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, are you going to treat him the way that you're treating everyone else? Probably eventually. But yeah, it's amazing to me that people like that would actually want to be in a romantic relationship because there might be that initial high and then they go cold and distant and why are you clinging to me? Why are you sitting next to me? I've known people who have gotten treated really badly by avoidance who were like, I can't even sit on the couch with you. We can't eat dinner together. We can't hold hands. We can't watch TV together. We can't do anything together because I always want space from you. And that's not a relationship. So if you want a roommate, you can always find one of those. But in relationship, like romantic relationship world, you gotta learn how to be open. You have to practice that feeling of connecting with someone. And I can see both sides of the coin if you want to know the truth, because I'm disorganized attachment when it comes to romantic relationships. There are times when I pull away and I just feel like, oh, my cup is overflowing. Like I need to feel like I can have some space to think. Like it's too much. And then there are times when I feel like being super clingy. Like I just want to be next to you. I want to feel you. I want to be around you. I need you. Please don't reject me. And it's like both. But there have been situations where I thought I wasn't going to like doing certain things with people, let's say like friendship things. Like, but then once I got used to whatever it was, then I learned that this is really fun. This is really enjoyable. I'm liking going to happy hour. But my first inclination is I don't want to go to happy hour. I want to get away. I'm overwhelmed by my work day, and now you want to go to happy hour? No, thank you. Get away from me. But then once you start doing it, you learn to like it. And I think that's what avoidants have to develop a muscle for. Just my 2 cents. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. If you think I'm right, let me know. And if you are in this situation, because I just feel this strong urge. I don't normally do avoidant videos, but I just feel like somebody is in this situation and needs help. So check out my other attachment style videos. I think they will help you tremendously. So hey, beautiful people. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments and what topics you want me to explore next. Your feedback means so much to me. Let's keep this adventure going. Don't break up with me. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. Check out my books on Amazon for insights on enhancing your love life, navigating narcissistic personalities, and exploring the 16 Myers-Briggs personality types. Links are in the description. You're amazing, and I can't wait to see you on the next video.